You're watching a quick summary about how I think the UK election 2017 will turn out. Now, the map you're seeing right now is the map of the seats that I think are safe. And you're about to see the map of everything that's going to change. If you want to know how I made this map and want more detail, please check out the link to the longer video in the description. The picture in Scotland, in some cases I predicted that voters will reject independence, and in most cases in 2015 the Lib Dems were actually quite high, probably the biggest vote share next to the SNP, so I predict the Lib Dems would take over as a rejection of independence, but a rejection of Brexit as well. So that happened in places like East and Bartonshire. The other thing that happened in Scotland was that in a lot of cases, in constituencies that didn't vote for independence, voted no to independence, the SNP in 2015 had such a high majority in vote share that no other party seemed close enough to be able to take over from the SNP. That happened in places like Stirling, East Lothian, East Westminster, Edinburgh South West, that for either the Labour or the Conservatives to take over would mean the SNP losing almost the entirety, at least if not half, of their vote. So we found that in most cases, UKIP votes will go towards the Conservatives and the Conservatives gain a seat from Labour. And that's happened in Wakefield, Stoke-on-Trent North, Enfield North, Delyn, Dagenham, Chorley. And then there are other cases where UKIP votes just wouldn't be enough for the Conservatives to gain a majority, and that happened in places like Neath, Pontypridd, Rochdale and Dudley North. There were some seats that were very strong Remainers, and they've also have a Lib Dem visit, and the Lib Dem vote share in 2015 was quite high, so I predicted the Lib Dems would win in places like Herrington, Lewes, Cambridge, Leeds Northwest and Edinburgh West. For the purposes of simply giving an accurate prediction, I did predict some neck and neck places where either Labour just got it or Tories just got it, depending. There were places where the Lib Dems actually lost their vote share because the constituency voted for Brexit. That happened in places like Torbay and Thornbury and Yate, and therefore the Conservatives gained that way. And then there's other cases where I think Labour will lose a vote share, but they will still retain their seat in places like Cardiff West and Bradford East. And then in most cases, I just predicted that the Conservatives will gain a high majority, mainly from the UKIP losses. In other cases, it's from Lib Dem losses, where the constituency voted to leave the European Union. That happened in places like Thurrock, Canterbury, Keighley, Worcestershire, Stevenage, Lincoln, Ipswich. There's a huge list of places. So these are the numbers then. I'm predicting Labour will lose, the Conservatives gain, Lib Dems gain, SNP lose about 6 seats, and others stay the same. Thanks for watching. If you want more detail, please do check out my other video and join in the debate below.